Each dance style has its own rules, regulations, and each teacher has her or his method of teaching dance. But there are certain parameters, certain norms which are permanent. So today we will look into the process of education for Kathak. Oh, I forgot telling you good morning, namaste. So fine, welcome. Yeah. As appearance give birth to curiosity, from curiosity arose the Shishya Vritti or the studenthood, and with the birth of a student also arose the teacher or the guru, and in this way the first curious appearance got a teacher for the first time, and that was nature. In the history of human development, education holds a very important role and place. The education of a human being begins from the time he is or she is in the womb itself, and it goes on all through the life. This is one of the prime differences that gets established between man and the animals, in that the animals keep learning on their own, while man needs an organized learning process to learn, and this is exactly why man can acquire the knowledge gathered by his ancestor without actually experiencing it in reality, while adding something new to that knowledge, hand it over to the future generation. This cycle keeps going on for centuries and continues, and it is then that a civilized society develop art and new innovations are presented before us. Pedagogy or Shikshan Shastra is a very important process. The organized process of imparting education is called pedagogy, and this style or strategy of teaching is studied. When a teacher teaches, he or she takes care that the student understand to the maximum extent. Just like it is very difficult to exactly point out the time period of the origin of dance in general, in the same way it is also very difficult to conclude on the historical time period for the origin of Kathak dance. And even more amusing question is that there have been found a lot of evidences of dance from every and very ancient times, but it does not say at all clearly when this dance became Kathak or Bharatanatyam or Kuchipudi and so on and so forth. The word Kathak has its origin in the Dashamagana grammar of Sanskrit language in the basic word Katha. Katha is Akara Trivanul and is a Kridant word. Its origin has been documented. Kathayati Yahasa Kathaka. This means that the telling of the story is Kathak. In the Shabda Kalpaduma, the definition of Kathak is like Kathak is try Kathayati Yaha Karvani Nula Vakta Kathopajivi Nataka Varnana Karta Tataha Paryayaha Nata Katha Prana Shabda Rachanavali. If we think of this passage, the usage of the word Kathak from a historical point of view, the word Kathak is first time found in Mahabharata. But however, the word Kathak has been used here as a personal pronoun. The singing of the divine incidents by the storytellers has been referred to. In the Ashtadhyaya written by Maharishi Panini, the word Kathak has been used, and he has told that the word Kathak could have its roots in Kathya. It is believed to be written in 600 BC. The Jain dictionary Abhidhan Rajendra and Kalpadi Kosha have used the word kahuga. According to this, the meaning of the word kahuga and Kathak is similar. In other Jain epics like Kalpasutra and these words have been used and defined. The Sangeet Ratnakara of Sharanga Deva also mentions the word Kathak in Kathak Bandinashastra Vidyavantaha Priyam Vadaha. This means that the adjectives like Vidyavanta and Priyam Vada are used for the performers. Evidences have been found that the Sangeet Darpana, the Sangeet Yakshada and the Kohala Rahasya also have used the technical terms used in Kathak like Tavakar, Gata and so. In this way, we see that from the ancient times itself there were many theories and perception about the word Kathak, and it also cannot be denied that a lot of these perception and theories are similar to the present day Kathak. And what is the history of dance education? It is written in Abhinay Darpana that Lord Brahma himself taught the dance of Bharata. When Bharata presented his dance art in front of Lord Shiva on Mount Kailash, then Lord Shiva was happy with the performance that he himself directed him to teach his own Tandava dance. Putaha is also written about the development of Nandikeshwar dance. He means that the goddess Parvati taught the Lasyanga to the demon Banasur's daughter Usha, and in turn Usha taught it to the gopis of Dwaraka, and the gopis taught to the women of Saurashtra. They in turn spread the dance to the entire India. In this way, this art tradition kept spreading from one person to the next and became famous and renowned in the world. The Mahabharata mentions and describes many incidents related to dance. For example, the time when Arjuna would learn dance from the Apsaras of the Indralok, and then he would teach dance to Uttara. It is written in the Virat Parva that we know so well. This means that the Narada says that he knows how to sing, dance and play. He is expert in dancing as well and versed in singing as well, and this way you should allow me to stay in Uttara's house. Hey Rajan, I could teach singing and dance to the royal princess. This all leads to this all stories, this all texts written in the Puranas and Mahabharata and so forth lead to us to believe that there was a process of learning to dance and a process of teaching dance. Jainism as well as Buddhism, both the religions offer a path to Nivritti. But even in those times, princes, young damsels and the youth affluent families of the society were mandatorily given lessons in music and dance, and they were required to present their talent and art in front of the public. The famous Buddhist book Lalita Vistara mentions a list of about 7 to 9 arts in which music, dance, drama, lasya have been mentioned. The Prime Minister of the first Maurya kingdom, Samrat Chandragupta Maurya and Chanakya mentions the royal conservation and encouragement of the Lalita arts, that is fine arts, the public performance, etc. And there were many laws about them. Acharya Kautilya writes that the king wants that he appoint people who are extremely well versed in singing, playing instruments, drama and other arts. And in the same way, he also wants that he make arrangements for teachers who impart art education to the singers, dasis and dancers. This is written in the Arthashastra of Kautilya. During the time of Emperor Kanishka from 78 AD to 120 AD, music developed at a very fast pace, and this is because the Emperor Kanishka loved music. Sri Aladaskara writes in his Hints of Indian Music that the developed form of music is seen during the rule of Emperor Kanishka and is not seen in the entire period at all. There used to be organized special music events at the many dance houses and schools of drama in India from time to time. The Gupta period from the AD 320 to 600 is called the golden period of Indian history. During the times of Emperor Samudragupta, there were many drama schools that were opened all over India in which drama, dance and music was taught and performances were also staged. During these times, there also came the famous dramatist of Sanskrit language Kalidasa, who portrayed his actress Malvika as the perfect and excellent dancer in his drama Malavika Agnimitram. And we know the praises that her guru says, Guru Ganadasa, for the student, that whatever expression and bhava that I have taught her, when she performs them even more beautifully, then it comes out as if it is not me teaching her, but it is the other way around, with her actually teaching me. This shows a special connect between the teacher and the taught. And during the Gupta period, the artists who were engaged in the group art studies, they had become individualistic by the Rajput period, which was from 647 AD to the 1000 AD. Today, whatever Gharanas we have in music or dance was had inside by these artists, and they are a contribution from this era itself. In the Mughal era, dance did not get its due place, due to which the dance education got left behind and got restricted only to increase the beauty and style of the harem. At the same time, during the European rule in Lahore, the University of Gandharva music was established, and its branches were established in many other places across the subcontinent. In year 1918, the Madhava Music University was established in Gwalior, and in 1926, the Marriage College was established in Lucknow. In this way, the educational institutes were established and dance established its place in the affluent families also. And what is the methodology and procedures that are followed in dance education? There is a process of education and learning that has been associated with each and every aspect of human life, and coming towards the modern times, it has gone through and borne the brunt of many changes and troubles. The learned people from different times have nurtured it with their knowledge in their own respective times and have increased its fertility with their own contributions. This is true for all education systems. In the modern times, the learned with their developed streamlined thoughts under education point out many things. They draw our attention towards the fact that the aim of education should not be to make students just take everything in like a patient gulping down a medicine, but should be to impart them a complete education and develop an interest towards the subject, towards creatively analyzing it, and use the many active aids available to impart a quality education as well. This is increasingly becoming an important part of the educational programs, not only in this order while imparting education. It should also be stressed upon that apart from education, a student is also given lessons and made aware of different physical and mental abilities, capabilities, interests and hobbies, while also being taught according to the student's own intelligence, intellectual abilities and capacity. In this way, we can be successful in laying a foundation of a new pedagogy. Like the all aspects of Kathak, even the teaching methodologies of Kathak have been transformed from Guru school system to an institutionalized schooling system to suit the needs of the modern era. As years went by, dance in the schools and academic institutions acquired an important place in their curriculum. This also changed the conventional teaching techniques. Students started receiving training according to his own liking and capability. And this also changed the relationship between the guru and the student. There are mainly three types of dance institutions that prevail today. One is the Gurukul system, which is the most ancient system that exists maybe in a very few places. Then there is popular school system, and there is the personal tuition method, which is based on one-to-one interaction of the teacher and the student. And the fourth is the university system. The Gurukul system, in which has the roots in Guru Sishya Parampara, we have already discussed, but with the changing of times and increasing wants and needs, this has now given birth to a new schooling system. It was no longer possible for students to reside by the Guru and get education. So, Guru started the schooling system. Here, with the beginning of the British era, there was a strong new platform for social revolution. Besides, due to the advent of the Western culture, the freedom of thought, socio-educational institution took firm base. Various renowned personalities from the field of arts established music and dance institutions which gave correct direction for respectable results being achieved through the sequential examination based on a definite and time-bound syllabus. Conventionally, schools enroll students from the age of 7 onwards, and there is no age limit up to which one can enroll. There are different institutions like the Gandharva Mahavidyalaya, Bharatiya Vidyapit that have definite syllabus and examination with a fixed time gap. These are affiliated with the Government of India as well as which gives the students an advantage in their extracurricular activities. Today, most of the university and colleges have a branch of performing arts where one can complete graduation as well as post-graduation in Kathak form. This gives the student not only physical training but theoretical knowledge of Kathak as a subject as well, where many performers are now pursuing a doctorate taking topics related to dance like Kathak and its relation to the sculptures, Kathak and its evolution through time, and so many others. It is no more just a dance form performed for means of entertainment and storytelling. It is now a profound subject of study and growth for individual. We can only see the pedagogy in the texts of the institutes supported and managed by the Government of India, because the Gharana tradition comes out as a Guru Sishya tradition, and to get into depth of this could be quite a complicated task, because the entire responsibility and workload is on the Guru or the teacher, and every Guru has his or her own personal technique, and how efficient, influential and effective it can be found only when proved by his students and disciples later. Now, Kathak is also introduced at the university level almost from 1950s. According to the new coursework and syllabus, Kathak is also introduced as a standalone subject for those students who wish to pursue it, but owing to the multifaceted nature of the selection panel of the academic institution. They end up choosing those teachers who can also teach other subjects. A result of this, these teachers possess at best a mediocre level of expertise, and they are guilty of spreading inadequate knowledge, improper hand leg movements, and so much, imparting other subjects like science and mathematics in place of expressions. And this keeps the students away from the essence of music and dance. Even if one were to teach the student Kathak as a cultural activity by group dance method over a theme for free, the children will not understand the nuances of dance beyond the mechanical training. Owing to constant changes in the academic structure, the shortcomings have compounded over the years. Since Kathak is a classical dance of Uttar Pradesh, it can be made available as a subject in all schools. By this, the students will not only be oriented to a secondary level, they can even use this knowledge to earn a livelihood after completing their schooling. Only those teachers should be selected for academic purposes that have had an actual relation with imparting the knowledge. Kathak as a cultural activity can be taught to children provided a new theme is decided and performed year after year, and the children performing it are changed to allow multiple participations. Universities and allied institutions have the facilities of appointing professors and lecturers in the dance fields. These are specific entry requirements, examinations, appropriate dance diploma and teaching degrees from recognized institutions to be factored. These are the same students who wish to carve a future in Kathak as a profession, as a discipline. For them, Kathak needs to form a structured syllabus, and their achievements can be gauged when they get a chance to perform in Kathak presentation on stage. Here the teachers have to play the role of a support system, whereby they can transfer an ordinary student into a good dancer by sharing their subject expertise. A better student can be made into an expert or a good dance teacher. After securing admission in the respective course, the academic knowledge is imparted, and if the recipient is weak in the subject, then they should be given separate attention and exposed to extra class till the time she is capable of dancing with other students. Students can be inspired to deliver a good performance only if their teacher invests and exhibits faith in their capacities. The teacher should be provided words of encouragement from time to time so that it boosts their students' confidence and makes them feel that they are not weak in any sense. It is necessary to divide the coursework into sections so that difficult subjects can be explained in detail. Equal attention should also be provided to fundamental aspects of the dance. Primary hand and leg coordination should be conducted on a daily basis by wearing the proper gear, that is, tying ghungroos on the legs. Every day, at least 1 hour of practice should be conducted. One should also keep in mind the other subjects. The student is a dancer, but that does not mean that he should or she should not be exposed to other subjects such as technicalities, literature, aesthetics, science, and so on and so forth. Learning different subjects will encourage you all to collaborate the dance knowledge with those subjects and create something new. Along with dance, the student should also be made to learn about the cosmetic and costume designing of particular patterns relevant to their dance medium and style. The student should have a fair knowledge of what kind of makeup and get-up is required for every specific role. From time to time, each student should be oriented to the actual stage and be given an opportunity to present a dance or a dance drama as she or he has choreographed. This shall lead to the development of creative faculties and improve the dance quotient in the student. But his first presentations have to be done in the front of his guru only. Since music is a combination of vocal, instrumental and not music, Sangeeta of dance, therefore Kathak dancer should have full knowledge of the vocal and instruments which are used in the dance format regularly. This knowledge should be provided at the university level and as an optional subject. From time to time, I think most of the universities in India who are teaching Kathak are giving opportunity to students to learn tabla, to learn harmonium and also vocal. It is, I think it is in ground and students do learn 2 to 5 years of that. From time to time, dance exponents, experts and higher level dance personalities are invited to host and conduct dance symposiums and workshops also. At the time of the assessment, one should also pay attention to what were the shortcomings of each student. There should be an environment of healthy competition and rivalry between the contemporary students. Development and progress of any nation is not possible till each person is given an opportunity to develop himself, herself on an independent basis as per his or her abilities. Also, he or she has the full right to education and belonging to a gharana or not, but each and every Indian citizen should and can become an expert in dance. An academic process can achieve its objectives when this all is able to develop not only a good performer or a good teacher, a good critic, good audience, but also a good human being. Thank you. Namaste.